What's up, everybody? Welcome back again. Here we are inside West Seattle Bowl. Pro Shop vid time for the West Seattle Bowl Pro Shops video extravaganza. Today, we're gonna do the hammer anger. Bowling has brought out a lot of emotions for me. Anger, typically not one of them. I try to keep the best of heads, but today we're gonna throw that anger. We're gonna see if we can't put it into the pins and knock some pins down. We're gonna throw it up today against the Scorpion Strike from Hammer. And I'm guessing from what I've heard and who I've talked to, it's about 3 to 4 boards stronger. We'll see if that actually happens. I don't know. We're gonna throw it on our house shot here. We got the famous Kegel Oiler right behind me. Got the house pattern out. The numbers on this ball are 256 and 049. And the cover on this, I'm pretty excited for. It's the CT Flip with HK22 added to it. The core on this ball, I don't know how you can go wrong with this. We've been asking for this for a long time as a pure hammerhead, and it's the infamous core from the old infamous ball, but it's been modified. So I think what we've done is they've elongated it, made it a little bit better. Traction-wise down lane, we're gonna see a little bit more flip out of this ball compared to the original, and we'll see what it does. I got some warm-up shots in. Interestingly enough, I did them with no thumb hole. I did a little two-handed practice. Shout out to Jaron Dazan, I'm coming for you. We'll see how this goes. Let's get some shots in, let's go new ball carry hunting, and come with me. Let's go get it. All right, y'all, so house pattern's out. This ball is laid out fairly similar to the Anger. It's just a little bit farther away from my pap, so it should just be a little less, I would imagine. All right, so Scorpion Strike for me is definitely not gonna be a ball that I throw on the fresh. It's more of a shot or a ball that I throw on the broken down games 2 and 3. But for review time, we'll throw it like here and we'll see what happens. That was where I stood from my normal house shot. Let's move a couple right and let's see how much better that can get. There we go. A little bit better, moved right. Also didn't miss right, so bravo there. This ball for me has been fantastic, both in the summer when the lanes were a little bit drier just because the humidity and the temperature, everything was drier. So now that we're in the winter, this ball definitely needs to be squared up on the house shot and relatively fresh. So it's definitely gonna need a lot less area to cover. A little more inside. Still got there. Still got there. So what we're seeing right now is fresh house shot, a little bit of carry down from the warm up, and that pesky two-hander was out here ahead of me, but I think he was way farther left. So I'm farther right from him, and I'm just trying to get the ball to line up and stay square. Because with this ball, where we are right now on the pattern, it's not ready to be thrown yet, but it's also just not gonna cover enough ground. All right, so all three have gotten there. They've sawed the pocket a little bit, and I wouldn't say they're really driving hard, but they're getting there. So we're making do with it. But again, I don't think this is where this ball's gonna excel. This ball would excel probably in games 2 or 3 when the pattern is broken down and we start to see a little bit of transition. Having said that, it's time. I wanna let my emotions fly. We'll pull the anger out, see what kind of destructive path we can create. Okay, hammer anger. I don't know how glowy that is off the dome glare from my head or the ball itself, but that's the layout. I'm gonna stand in the same spot. We'll see how different this is. Oh, missed way right. What? What? That was a big miss right. And that ball came trucking back. Wow. Wow, I've seen on some of these ball review sites, say first ball don't count. I disagree. First ball definitely counts, because if you get that first one in league and you're throwing that ball, we're taking it. So let's just see how different it changes from that first shot to this shot. I'm gonna move 2 left, just to see. And I know I'm not gonna finish there, but that's where we're starting. Just as much of a miss, right? Holy moly! That's some new ball carry right there. MBC. Boom, let's go. Check that one off the list. So the layout is just a pinch different. This ball, the pin is just a little closer to my pap, and the Scorpion Strike is a little farther away, so it just delays a little bit. But this ball is definitely stronger than the Scorpion Strike. It's got a lot more recovery. I'm tripping 4s out here, you guys. This is crazy. I can't be angry at that. There's no way you can be angry at that, man. That ball's joy, elation, excitement. Insert the smiley emoji here. What? Come on. If you loved the Infamous originally, you're able to throw that, and you need a pearl ball to kick down lane but still be symmetrical and still be in the middle of your bag but be strong enough for oil, because let's face it, we have a heavy oil pattern here for the house shot. This could be your ball. Oh, get up. No, we begged for it. That's a big miss. Big miss. Now, that was a big miss, but it still had some energy. Like, it didn't die and go straight. That's what the Scorpion would have done on that shot. So, how about that one? Oh, that was with my thumb. See that? My thumb. Yeah. Take that, two-hander. I love me some Jaron, but I think we're about to have a ball video battle. Thumb versus no thumb. Comment if you want to see that. We can make that happen. My guy. This ball's got some MBC in it for sure. What's crazy to me, we've elongated the core, and it's not just going 60 feet, right? It's still got pop in it. It's still picking up, I don't want to say early in the middle of the lane, but it's definitely not going 45, 50 feet and then reading. It's got some move to it. So, could that be the HK22 in the cover? I would imagine so. It's a very nice blend of both worlds and a nice homage to the Infamous. Okay, so that one we moved in. A couple more, I missed in, and it just got there late. So, clearly, we just can't keep moving with this. We have to stay in an area. If we were to move, like we just did, and we do miss in, what happens if we slow it down just a pinch? Does it want to read? We just continue? Yeah, a little bit, but it's got its boundaries. It's got its boundaries. It wanted to get there, but... So, those of you that are looking for a middle-of-the-bag ball, check this one off the list. This is a good middle-of-the-bag ball. It's a good symmetrical ball. I don't think a lot of people probably have the Infamous still in their bag, but if you do, hey, this would be a good play for it as well. If you have a lot of hand, you're probably gonna love it. If you don't have a lot of hand, be careful of what surfaces or oil patterns you're throwing it on and when you're throwing it. It could come into play games 2 or 3, but I don't think it'd be in the play game 1. I don't necessarily think it's too far down from a hazmat hybrid, but I'd have to throw that and double check it. I don't have that in the bag today. But it's definitely a good call. If you have a hazmat hybrid, it'd be a good, I think, 1-2 punch or replacement maybe. I don't think it's as strong as that, but it'd be close. It would not be for a heavy oil pattern unless you got a ton of hand, or if you're two-handed, no thumber. That might come into play. So let's go back a couple boards and see what we get. Ooh, dirty dog action there, huh? Let's try that again. Oh, that one. Wow. Okay, so being that it's got the CT flip in it, even though it's got HK22, you still got to find the drive with this ball. You cannot play in the oil too much. You still got to find the drive. But once you do find the drive with it, the sucker takes off and just continues like a train. Like that one. That was the 8-9, y'all. That's back-to-back videos where we split the 8-9. Some good stuff coming out of Brunswick here. We're doing some good R&D. I don't always strike, but when I do, I throw my anchor. Stay classy. All right, so if we go back to Scorpion Strike, into that spot where we just were with the anger, what is the difference on it? That was a big miss. That one came back, but that got to the dry real quick. But I tend to see, even out of that ball got a little bit more forward. It's set up because it got to the dry, but then it got forward more than this one did. The anger wants to be the more continuous of the two. So let's do that one again. Maybe get it in just a little bit more. Yeah, see, so in off my hand, even though it got roughly to the same spot downlane, it got in off my hand and then it just wanted to get forward. Whereas this one wanted to continue more. So yeah, that's a good 4 boards different, for sure. So we go back to this ball in that spot. Out to that spot. It doesn't even want to get that far right. It's already trying to read a little bit sooner just because of the cover. So these are 2 balls that are fairly similar, but also very unique in their differences of how they react. If I move another 1 or 2 here, there we go. Yeah. So definitely got it way to the right. And that ball hung out there because we moved in farther, but it still continued way more than the Scorpion Strike did. Now, if we try to go back to the original kind of happy zone area for this ball, that. That's 10 back right there. So you can definitely see the differences of it. The anger will be more suitable for some oil compared to the Scorpion Strike, but I would imagine that the Scorpion Strike will play longer into the evening as the lanes transition compared to the anger. All right, y'all. So definitely look at this in your pro shops. Middle part of your bag, this would be a good ball to add. Oh, we're home all day. It's a good ball to get. Look into it. Let your anger out on the lanes. Stop into your pro shop, check it out. Thank you for watching. We appreciate the support. Much love to you. We'll see you on the next one.